Whether it's air freight or ocean or domestic, how much volume do you actually need to negotiate? If I'm a brand and I'm going to a freight forwarder, I'm going to a broker, and I have 10 trucks or 100 trucks or 1,000 trucks, what makes it interesting for a broker?
Yeah, I definitely think the higher the volume, the more leverage that you have to
Sure.
negotiate. Clearly, you don't have a lot of leverage if you have 1 to 5 shipments a month. But at the end of the day, you want to see your logistics provider as more of a partner. So it's not a you and I, it's more of a we. How can we deliver our cargo to XYZ as quick as possible, as efficient as possible? There's a time and a place to go back and negotiate a specific spot quote or a contract rate. So if you're doing contract rates or an RFP, clearly you're going to have a few rounds to negotiate it down. But then you're going to need proposed volumes and timelines and et cetera. So it can get a little bit more into the weeds. But if you're going to go on the spot based approach where every single shipment you're going to ask a quote, you don't want to be that brand that says, oh, can you get down a little bit lower? Because that's just going to be harder on the broker. And the broker is not going to want to work with you because they're just going to say, I'm going to give this brand $1,000 and then they're just going to negotiate me down. So what they could do is if they really want $1,000, they're just going to quote you at 1,200 and then they're just going to agree on the 1,000 because it's not like you have the analytics, the DAT analytics to determine, okay, this is really going for 800. You're quoting me at 1,200. Let's meet at 1,000. So really identifying the volume that you have, maybe around 50 to 100 trucks a month, you have good leverage to work with that provider. But again, at the end of the day, you don't want to be that person negotiating every single spot rate, every single LTL rate, because they still have to make money. They're providing the service. They're working with the carriers directly. And so they have to get paid at the end of the day. And you're really not allowing them to make as much money as they want at the end of the day.
Yeah, and just doing the math there, in your example, if the broker is making 200 bucks off the spread of that truck, it sounds like they need to be making ten to $20,000 a month in profit for them to sit up and be interested. Is that fair?
Yeah, absolutely.